Let's take a run through problem 3-4A, calculating the number of periods. This mathematically is the trickiest one to do by hand, but it's still very doable. You invest $50,000 at an annual interest rate of 8% required. How long will it take for this investment to grow to $75,000? So we're solving for the number of periods, and that means we're solving for an exponent. Now, I've chosen the FV of a lump sum formula from our formula sheet, but we could have chosen this one or this one. It's just the algebra would be slightly different, but the answers would, of course, be the same. We're going to solve it by hand first, then with our financial calculator, and finally in Excel. So let's just put in the numbers we've got. We've got the present value. We're going to put up $50,000 today, so that's our PV. We're going to hopefully get $75,000 in a few years. That's our FV, or I don't know how long. Times 1 plus I, our interest rate, so 8% interest rate, or 8% rate of return, 1.08 to the power of n, the number of periods, that's what we're solving for. And because we're solving for an exponent, it actually, the algebra is just a little tricky here. You have to do lawns, natural logs, and if you haven't thought of a lawn in a long time, I think of the lawn as the thing in my front yard, not the key on my calculator. It's a little tricky. It's not even so bad. It's just like, it's a type of thing most people don't use day to day. But let's simplify this. So 75,000 divided by 50,000. Let's divide both sides by 50,000 to get the 50,000 out of there. 75,000 divided by 50,000 leaves us with 1.5 equals, so I've just divided both sides by 50, equals 1.08 to the power of n. Now the truth is, if I were solving this, I wouldn't do it the right way. I would trial and error my n. I would just go, okay, 1.08 to the power of, let's see, 5 years? We're at 1.46. 1.08 to the power of 6 years? 1.5, so we're too high, right? And so I would just work my way down. 1.08 to the power of 5.5 years. We're still too high. It's going to be 5.4, 5.3. I don't know. I would just work my way down to an answer that I found satisfactory. That's not the way to do this, but that's a way to do it if you're patient. The way to do it is you take the ln. So what you do is you take the ln of both sides, and that's the way to get the exponent down and solve for the exponent. So the way it works is you ln 1.5 equals... we bring down the n now, n times ln 1.08. And that's sort of the way to get the exponent down and now solve for it. So I want to isolate that n variable. I take ln 1.5 and I divide by ln 1.08, and that'll give me my n. So let's do that in our calculator. You don't need a fancy financial calculator, just a simple calculator, scientific calculator will do. You're just looking for that ln function, that ln function. So I go 1.5 ln divided by 1.08 ln. And I always want to be careful about order of operations. It does the ln before it does the dividing. It equals 5.268 years. So I mentioned it's going to be between 5 and 5.5 years, and now we know exactly what it is. It's 5.268 years. That's the number of periods. So if I want my 50 grand to grow by 8%, it's going to reach 75,000 in 5 years, a little bit over 5 years. These are ones most profs don't ask you to do unless they know you have Excel or a financial calculator, but you can solve it by hand. It's not that bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. But let's do it in our financial calculator, and you'll see a little bit. It's just the same as what we've been doing all along, if you're lucky enough to use a financial calculator. So n is what we're solving for. IY is that annual interest rate, 8%. PV is how much we're giving up today, and it's negative 50 because I'm giving up 50. I'm investing 50 today, hoping to get plus 75,000 in the future. There's no interim payments. There's no recurring annuity-based payments. That'll come very soon. I think problem 3.5, maybe. And because that begin is just not applicable, do those payments happen at the beginning or end of the period? Well, they're not happening at all, so it doesn't matter here. So let's call up our financial calculator and let's solve this thing. N, we don't know. IY is 8. PV is 50,000 negative. That goes in as PV. PMT is 0. And FV is 75,000. And we're going to compute N. 5.268 is the same number, right? It's the same number as we would expect it to be. Same thing in Excel. We're solving for the number of periods. Our rate, 8%. PV is absolutely the same, negative 50. PMT still 0. FV plus 75,000. And the type doesn't matter here. It's not applicable. I always just put in type 0. That's sort of the default of Excel if you don't give it anything. Okay, so let's solve. Got a previous question in there. So equals N per bracket. So I just N per, that's the Excel input for number of periods. It's asking for the rate, 8%. I do need the percent. PMT 0. PV negative 50,000. FV positive 75,000. And the type, again, doesn't matter. I put it in as 0 there. And you can see 5.26844 and 5.268 years. Yes, indeed, we have solved. This investment will grow from 50 to 75,000 in 5.268 years. Okay, we've solved it so many ways. One thing left to solve, and that's where is that thumbs up button? Find it, hit it. See you in the next video. Bye-bye. The next video in our series is right up here, and if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.